Hello, and a happy Sunday!
Woohoo!
We're going to talk a lot about 2024 today. That's the plan. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
All right, y'all. Here's the dealio. Well, let's get through the, hellos and how you doings and, thumbsy upsies and all that business. So, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. I like to know that you're here. The people in the chat like to know you're here because we're chatty people. We come to do art and chat. We are multitaskers.
It's quite the accomplishment, I assure you. Some days that's
why there's two
one
of
has
us.
to fall by the wayside.
Yeah, that's why there's two of us, for sure. I would like to say hello to all of y'all, so yes, do say hello in the chat. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Do all that subscribe-y business. You scrub to the channel, hit the bell, get the notifications. Sometimes they work, so we hear.
Oh, I'm not even on.
I did turn your sound off.
Oh, bless your heart.
All right, so let's go over and say hello to everyone, and then we're going to talk about some things and see kind of how y'all want to do this today, because I got some questions. Oh, and then thumbsy upsies. Do give those thumbsy upsies. That's, like in the video. And if you're watching in the replay, thank you. And do leave us comments below. We love to see that, you guys are watching the replay. That's awesome. All right, we've got Acme, Amy, Anthony, Becky, Betsy, Candy, Carrie, Colleen, Darcy, Dana, Devin, Erna, Estella, Gina. Hey, you're back. I love it. Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda, Helen, Isabel, Jamie, Yanka, Janine, Joni, Marone. Let's see here. Miron. I don't know why that doesn't come out of my mouth right. Kathy. We got some other people popping in or out. All right, Yanka, Jane, Kathy, Lisa, Lori, Lydia, Marta, Nadine, Nancy. Marta just popped in there, I think. Or did I say Marta? Nancy, Nadine. See, it's moving on me. Panka, Ricky, SAG, that's Sarah, Sherry, Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Tamarie is in the house. Hey, Tam, it's been a bit. And then we've got Texture Junkies, that is Sharon. All right, if I missed you, it was not on purpose. It's simply you didn't show up on the list or you kind of came in when it was moving, because I'll tell you, it's like a moving target. Watching that little thing. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, so today, is there anything you want to do before we do the thing that we talked about doing?
Well, I don't know. Do you want me to show my boxes?
Y'all want to see the boxes? Of course she did them. You knew she was going to. And she didn't use the paper that I ended up, spraying right after the stream yesterday. Or day before.
Well, I forgot I had another whole pile. So
I found it over here.
I did. And I just thought it went better than the one that Mariah made because somehow or other it just looked like the odd man out.
We don't want an odd man out.
We didn't want an odd man out. And I've got all of my, this is going to be, my end of things is going to be kind of like
okay, well, I'm gonna go top side. Bring your box of boxes and drawers and things. Let's go top side.
Got them handy here. Uncovered my board.
And she's got this other light on that I'm just trying to fight with her about, but
what?
It's just it's very bright down on the surface at this point, but
This surface? That's what I want bright.
That's a little brighter than
I
I'd
might
like it
have
to be,
to
but
do
that's
surgery.
Okay.
I've got my X-Acto knife ready and my little things here.
See, I need this for your face, but I don't need it for the top side. See, I'm dealing with two lighting situations here. It's her face and then, top side. I'm sure there are people that would be able to work this out. I ain't the one. All right, anyway, go ahead. I forgot about that.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like her hair. All right, so I covered the boxes. As you can see, this was the choice that I made in lieu of Mariah's one that she did for me, simply because I thought it was still in the ballpark of orange. It was different than all the others, but it still had that quintessential markings of all of them. And what happened with hers, I can show you.
Hey, Marguerite.
It just kind of went,
Oh, Quirky Queens. I was thinking about you the other day, Kirsten. I was like, we haven't seen her in a little bit. I'm glad you're here today. Hello, Pia. What are you digging for? Oh, to show them the papers I did do, or the paper.
Yeah. Okay, so I did this one, and I didn't like it at all. I just thought, no, that's not working at all. Then this is Mariah's.
Yeah.
Which I think it would have worked, except look at it.
Yeah.
See, it just wasn't quite
fitting.
And I went ahead and did one in orange, but I didn't like it either.
No.
So I just found this one, and I thought, you know, I think it works. And I do think it.
So, a project down. It did not go the way of Archie. I love it.
Who said that?
Nothing. Me. Just me. Hi, Rennie.
Oh, love it. Thank you. So they look, I think I really appreciate that because I did work very hard on these. And you know, this was a real challenge because remember I had two different kinds of boxes here, which you can see when I turn them up.
She even did the bottoms of them.
These are the little boxes that Van's medications come in.
Yeah.
And these are the half and half container.
Hey, Jennifer.
All right, so you can see I still have a number inside.
Just, you know.
Simply because it really is, it's kind of important because when I was painting these, I wanted them to go back. So basically what I did was I painted the inside with a kind of a coppery, I think it's called worn penny.
Worn penny.
And I picked that because it's kind of translucent. And remember when I did my box for the jewelry, the little beads, the bead bar thing, and it was too busy on the bottom, and
you mean the tray?
The tray,
okay.
Yes, it was like a little tray box.
Tray box.
And I really regretted later even doing anything to the inside because it's hard to see some of the beads. They just get lost in the pattern of the paper.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that to happen in here, so I went ahead and just painted the inside. But I did take the time, and oh man, this was a whip. It took me longer to do this inside business here than it did the whole outside.
Hey, Christy.
And then I did the bottoms. And this was just a print that I had pulled that initially I was going to use. And it's kind of interesting. You can see Carrie's flower meadow.
Remember those prints?
Yeah, this was a cumulative.
Yes, cumulative.
Cumulative print. And, you know, really kind of cool because it has some leftovers from other things. I thought it was really perfect. Perfect. But anyway, I wanted to show you my little device that I engineered. Itchy nose.
Don't you start sneezing.
I know. Because, okay, the tripod here that I created from my little things and one of Izzy's hair things.
Those things come in very handy.
They do come in very handy. Why did I need to do that? Well, because I'd already painted the inside of this, and I didn't want to stick my hand in there and touch it. And these little things are silicone.
Yeah.
So they're not going to stick. And I could hold it and paint it without touching the insides.
And then she set them on the Worcestershire bottles.
Vinegar.
You know.
Upside down like this.
Yeah.
So nothing was touching. Yeah. Anyhow, there you go.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom chakalaka.
Boxes. They're fun to play with.
They are. And you remember how we did it. Well, what's important is you get that pattern it carries across.
But also cool when you put the other colors out there too.
I think it is cool, but I like that idea because that in and of itself was quite the challenge. Because you did lose some of it. Remember, we ended up cutting off a little bit on all of them, but I think it's remarkable how they transferred that pattern.
Oh, Jennifer says handles or cutout notches to pull them out.
Well, here's the thing. If you did that,
Oh, then it would be that you would have to have it on that side.
Yeah.
That commits you to a side.
It does. And I thought about that. I really honestly did. And oh, here's my leftover paper.
I was wondering what was in that.
My leftover paper. And for the very reason, yes, I wanted to put some kind of cool knobby things on there. And I thought, well, then you wouldn't be able to interchange them around.
Oh, now. Actually, I have an idea for you. Yes, you possibly could. Now, it would require some very heavy-duty magnets, but now also would have been helpful to do it like in the phase of when you cover the boxes. But if you did a little magnet thing, and then you could switch it around.
That seems like a whole lot of work and not much return. On your,
have ideas.
Your money. Yeah, okay. If
She likes to turn them
all right,
down.
I want you to see this. My little finger fits right in there. And I can
There's
just
a
pull
gap.
those little there's a gap. It wasn't intentional, but it turned out that was a really good thing.
Because you would have had to put some little pole or something.
Yeah, some tabby thing there. The fussy tabby thing that would have taken forever.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to talk to you a little bit about the Mod.
Thank you, Darcy. She said it was a fantastic idea.
Oh, of course. I'm not doing that.
Well, no, I think that this would not be the time you'd want to do it.
Okay, now I went ahead with the luster because remember when we had the chart out here the other day?
Yeah, I remember
the
the
one
charts.
that did the very best of protecting the color was the luster Mod Podge, and I don't know why. I can't explain it. There's no real
Hey,
explanation.
and it has long lasting. I know people's big gripe about the Mod Podge is that it is sticky and kind of will stay sticky for a while. You aren't wrong.
No, hey, I don't know why, but these are really not that bad, and I just did them
It
yesterday.
depends on where you live. It depends on how thick you put it on. There's many factors. If there is open paper, it's going to soak in better. There are a lot of factors to that, but overall, I think for what you get as far as the protectiveness of Mod Podge, she has things that are like older than I am that she did way back.
Yeah.
I mean, they're, encased in plastic, basically, is what it is.
Yeah, and they still have their color. And
Yeah.
the thing I'm thinking about is those beads that I made. Mm-hmm. The rolled beads.
Yeah, and so
And
even
actually they're older than Nathan because I did some of those when I was pregnant with Nathan.
yeah, even some of that is, if the colors are fugitive, the Mod Podge does a good job at holding it in.
It really does. I don't know, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right, now what Mariah just said, it just sparked something. And the reason I have this brush out here, this is a very soft bristle brush, but it's not, it still has some spring to it. It's not limpy. You don't want to put Mod Podge on with limpy, but you do want soft bristles, because then you're not going to get those little trail marks that you do get. And you can even it out. And I think that's one of the reasons that this is really, I mean, it's dry to all intents and purposes right now. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and they say that it actually takes 6 weeks total for it to truly cure.
Yeah.
And again, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I want to stress one thing because I'm terrible. I'm the worst person in the world about cleaning my lids up.
Yeah.
You will thank yourself later because I'm telling you what, this stuff, you have to pry the lid off with a screwdriver if you don't take care of this. Now here's the little thing that arrived with it. But every time when I finish up, I will take a wet wipe and I will clean the inside of this and I will clean the outside of this so that the next time I get ready to
You can
use
open it
I
without,
can open it without, injuring myself.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Now,
can also put a little press and seal over that if you want to get really,
Well, once that top, because that top won't last forever. It's
Right.
just a piece of cardboard that gets all mushy. Yes.
press and seal.
Press and
Or saran wrap or plastic wrap or,
Yes.
Y'all know what I'm saying.
Some of one of those
Hey,
things.
Nancy.
Okay.
Is Mod Podge water soluble once cured? Okay, there are different Mod Podges.
Yes, there's indoor, outdoor.
But for the most part, once it is sealed,
Yeah.
or once it has cured, it's cured. That being said, we do know that if it is still in its curing process and you put alcohol on it, like, rubbing alcohol, it goos it back up.
It goos it back up.
I mean, now that's not water. I know that's kind of not what you asked, but just so y'all know, because we know.
Now, I have, and I don't know where that experiment is that I did with the alcohol
purple thing.
Yeah, where
I got a picture of it. It used to be on our website. It's around here somewhere.
And that thing absolutely is brilliant.
It's so cool.
It has lost no color whatsoever. And what I did was I mixed the Mod Podge in with the wet
alcohol ink.
Alcohol ink.
Yeah.
And I thought it was
Hi, Elizabeth.
quite remarkable. I'm going to put that one back over there. Izzy's hair thing.
Yes, alcohol is the solvent, and it will solvent.
It'll solvent you. Okay, where's my book? All right, I'm ready. I feel like I'm all juiced up here and ready to.
Okay, well, I got to think about this, and I have been very nervous about this because, all right, if y'all are down with, we're going to go side by side.
Oh, go side by side, because
Yeah,
I'm going to read anyway.
Yeah. All right, so here's the dealio. Hopefully y'all are into this. What we were thinking, because we need to make this big announcement, we were going to do like a regular recorded video. But I don't necessarily want to do that, and I think that it would be cool to have your input as we present this. So are y'all down with that? Give me, thumbsy upsies, yes, awesome, whatever you want to put there into the chat. If y'all are down with learning about the 2024 Makers Creative Collab and all of the fun Makers events that are happening in 2024. So, because what we're going to do here, because we're going to make it like a real video, because what I'm going to do is take this down once the stream has rendered, and then I will make it a regular video that people can share and talk about for 2024.
Yes, newcomers can access us in the little...
So it'll be a little weird because we're going to start it, like we do.
Roll across bar.
Which is why I'm a little nervous, because I'm like, all right, well, let's try to get this kind of in one take so I don't have to do a ton of editing to a very large video that I have to download. Okay, cool. All right, let's talk to... I know, they're game. Y'all are awesome.
You are our people.
You are. All right, I'm going to try to get you lined up a little bit better so our heads... I like us to be sort of the same size, even though, it's very tricky. All right, with that being said, we need to do the intro, and then I will talk about, what we're going to do. So y'all ready for this? Let's try to get it in one take. This is fun.
I'm putting on my very pleasant... I went to bed at a decent hour last night.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome.
Welcome.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio. And today we are here to talk about all the fun things that are going to happen in the 2024 Makers Creative Collab. It may even go on beyond that. I was thinking about that. I was like, do I want to make this just about 2024? Because this could be just the way that it goes on. And this could always be our video. So if you've made it over here, that means that you've probably, you're interested in or are already a part of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Yes. Now, that being said, if you aren't, all that information's down below. Be a part of Makers.
Oh, yeah, down below our heads.
Yeah, down in that description part.
Yeah.
That's super fun. All right, now, we have done this during a live stream, so we have some live interaction. And so, if you do have a question during the live stream, or even if you are watching this on replay or as a video, leave those comments down below. We will get to you. We will answer them. We will, get you the information you are seeking. If you are here in the live stream, please do it in all caps because, I'm trying to keep this kind of slow, but, enough. All right, so here's the funness of what's going to happen in 2024 because we want to expand this. And I'm going to read my little thing. So pardon me on it being very, regimented there. Makers Creative Collab is opening up in 2024 to grow our community and connect with even more of our arty friends. Yeah, that's y'all. Any of y'all. That means...
And y'all out there that aren't here yet.
Yeah. Newbies. Let us know. We are dropping the hop and amping up the collab with hashtags.
Do you know what they are?
So here, I'm glad that you asked that. Anyone on any platform can use the monthly theme hashtags to post and inspire others. For even more arty inspo, take your MCC 2024, or, if we're still going with this one past 2024, we'll see. Take those over to the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group known as Makers. That's why we call it the Makers Collab, where we can mash it all up with the other events. And what events do you say? Hey, we have. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you what we have. We have a monthly header that can be. Now, that's that's just something that we pop in there and I pick it. That really isn't like an event, but I did want to mention it. We have swaps that are handled by Colleen, a color combo by Paula Keene and Carrie. We have the Makers Collage Challenge that's headed up by Eddie. And then we have the Makers Creative Collab. That's this thing that we're mainly talking about here. But if you want to mash those all up into a, what did I call it here? It was pretty brilliant. Quadfecta.
Quadfecta.
Of events and awesomeness, you totally can. Each month, what's going to happen is a theme will be posted in Makers. I'm going to try to post it across not only in Makers, but on Instagram, the same little graphic that lets people know, hey, this is what the month's theme is. And so if you need more than just a theme, then that's where you can mix in the rest of those events.
And I really love that, because I don't get a lot involved in a lot of those because I feel constrained. But when I can mix it up and mix and match it and whatever, I feel the freedom.
Yes. So like if you are like, okay, well, I love the theme, but now what am I going to make? Well, then the swap, mix it in with that. Because Colleen always puts in, it's going to be a tag, a postcard, a this or a that. Well, then with her, she doesn't, there are some prompts, but if you want even more prompts, then what you do is you start going, okay, well, I want the color combo because that's awesome. That lets me know what colors I should use for this thing. And then if you have questions about, I need a little bit more, you grab up those collage prompts from Eddie and rock that in there too. And then you have the quadfecta.
You do.
You do. Okay, so to participate, all you have to do is create something within the theme of the month, post it whenever. No deadlines. None. No deadlines.
For the whole month.
So if you are a content creator, you are a YouTuber, and you are on top of your game, and you are like, hey, I need to post this now, go for it. Do it. Make sure those hashtags are...
The hop thing, though, is different. That's one day.
No more hop.
No more hopping?
No more hopping. Dropping the hop.
Dropping the hop. Wow. Okay.
We are dropping hop for hashtags. Ding, ding.
No more hopping.
That's right. That way, you guys, whenever you create something, if you are inspired, you will then just get it done and post it and put those hashtags. Now, I am going to do my very best whenever all of this is happening. If you tag me and I am aware of your video, I am going to have a Makers 2024 Creative Collab playlist on our channel.
Oh, a playlist.
If you want to be featured in that, you need to make sure that I know that your video exists.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm not going to go out and just search things, but make sure those hashtags are being used and make sure I am tagged. Another great thing, a way to do that would be to put this video, because we're going to slice this up, it's going to be a video on our channel that plays regularly, and you will be able to then link this video to let other people know how they can also get involved in the Makers Creative Club. The hashtags do work on YouTube. Yes, indeed. In fact, that's one of the reasons we really want them to be utilized. You can put them in your title, or you can put them down below in your description. YouTube typically features, I think, 2 to 3 hashtags up in the upper part of your channel, and then those are really clickable and seen right there at the video level. But any of those hashtags, if somebody were to search them, your stuff, any of those hashtags that you have utilized down below in your description area will be threads and can be then seen within whatever that hashtag is. So
now, will all of this be available in printed form for those of us who need reminders?
Yes,
will it
that is
show up?
that's a very good question. I am going to post this particular, all of the about the collab in Makers like we usually do. You will have a file there. I would probably make a bigger post to let everybody know about this same information. So if you're looking for it and you want to share it maybe with your friends or somebody else, I think it would be fun too. Like if people are getting involved in this and then get a couple of people involved, you could even create your own little hop that could be a spin-off of it with your friends that say, hey, we all did this together. That is totally on you. There are many, many things that could be done that will not only help you in getting your inspo out there, but then helping with growing this arty community within Makers and the Creative Collab. I just thought this was finally a way that people could utilize it, because it was really hard. Like we could only we had to limit if it was the hop. There's only so many people that can, link together. Plus it was a lot of, behind the scenes time coordinating with everybody and making sure it's all hooked up, where this can just happen whenever and you guys are ready. Yes, there will be, so great question, David. Each month, like I said, I will post across on the community tab here in YouTube. I will post in Makers first and foremost, because that's where a lot of people are and, all the stuff kind of happens. And then over on Instagram, what the monthly one is. We are not going to put them out much like the color challenge or the color prompts we are going to surprise you guys each month. Part of that is that I think that it's going to be more fun to surprise people. And then secondly, it leaves us a little chance if we need to alter it, because it's very organic how all of us work throughout the year. So that way we can
some brilliant idea comes up and you just like, oh my gosh, this is great.
We need to hop on that, because there's been lots of times that we're finally working on something that we're like, ooh, this is kind of cool, and then other people are getting onto it, and it's like, okay, well maybe if we could, if it happens just so right, just so at the right time, planets align.
Yeah.
And we're all like, oh, let's do this. And that's not even to say that maybe during the year, if there are particular themes that a lot of us regular YouTubers and, we bring on some new people, we don't coordinate a hop. We certainly could do that, but that is not a definite thing that is happening with each and every month. This way they can just grab it up, you can do it. And if you aren't if you just like to post things on Instagram, that can happen there. So yeah.
Nancy wants to know about the hop. Nancy, you can go back and hashtag the hop.
Well, so previous.
What if she wanted to watch old hops? Are they available?
Oh, of course, yeah. Like whenever we were involved in a hop, I would create a playlist. But most of them have been posted in Makers at some point in time. But yeah, that's just the Creative Club. When the YouTubers would get together and then we have a hop. But we are no longer going to be, doing that. Yes.
Susan Billieu says, less regimented, more organic. Yeah. If that is our goal there, because I think it is. Flexibility is something that you need to have.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie's keeping me on track here. I love it. Thank you. That was a good question. So, another thing that's going to happen in January, starting like January 1st, all events will be posted at the same time on the 1st of every month. Like January 1, boom, all of them. Then what I am going to do is take that information. I will say, hey, here are all of the events. I'm going to do a main post in our featured area. Again, this is why it's really cool to be a part of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, because we feature things. That's where we mainly post. I'm going to do my best to post over here on the community in YouTube, because I think that's kind of another great place that people find our information. But all of the events, so that way you could quadfecta, day one if you want to, and we're not, things aren't just getting separated out. It's, at the 1st of every month, all of the events are going to post, and it's going to be in the featured area of Makers if you want to combo everything. So yes. And exactly, like Darcy is saying, that as artists, flexibility is key, and some of us struggle with timelines. I mean, it is tricky, especially when you're trying to get so many people, and some people want to do big projects, some people just want to do a little project, and this way, I think it takes the pressure off of, with that timeline that it's like, okay, we need it by this time. You can kind of, you just spend the whole month. And the other thing is even if you wanted to go back to previous ones, previous themes, you can go and do those. And then it still falls in line with all the other information, with all the other hashtags and things of that month. So there are like going to be 2 hashtags. We want to make sure that you have the Makers Creative Collab 2024 as a hashtag, and then whatever the theme is. And that one you'll have to wait to see what those are each month.
So do you hashtag the theme too? You do the little pound sign?
The what?
Do you hashtag the theme
Yes.
after Makers?
Yes.
So it has to have its separate little
own
symbol.
hashtag. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing previously anyway. We always said it need to have Makers Creative Collab. And I don't know if the 2024 is a have to. Maybe we just keep it Makers Creative Collab. So that way it shooshes right in there with all of the previous. Or we just kind of make it 2024. I don't know. I don't know that matters. Because it will.
Well, we can put it out there and y'all can think about that and get back to it.
Or depending on what you want to use in your post. If you want to collect it with previous years or if you want to separate it. It's going to have a collection either way. So will the swap be part of that monthly announcement? Yes. All the swaps. Every event of those, of our quadfecta there is going to have its own post, and then it will happen all on the 1st. You won't have to wait a couple of days for this one or that one or any of that. Yes. So, that pretty much wraps it up. Unless, okay, any of my team, my event people, did I miss anything? It is quite possible.
I like keep it simple. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The use of a hashtag is computer code. Oh.
Yeah. You stop reading things. Okay, Mariah, can the theme be different from the quadfecta? Yes. So now the Makers Creative Club, you need to kind of stay within the theme. We leave it pretty loose. Be creative. In fact, I'm glad you said that. Here's something that is from even previous. Always look at each theme literally and figuratively. Go rogue whenever possible. Make each piece work the way you want and not the theme. Be creative in your interpretations and keep your project simple. If you want to expand on the collaboration theme, do it in a series. And that's still really, that definitely applies to the hashtag business. Because before, it was really hard, because we wanted those videos to be short. I still think that that's a great way, if you want to participate in the Makers Creative Club and you're the content creator, do that little teaser video, and then all month long,
add to it.
We'll do your process videos and go back to it, because you're only building on not only the fact that there's that theme going on that others are participating in, but you are building your content that is searchable within those threads, those hashtags.
Sherry wants to know if we're still going to get swap partners.
Okay, so again, the swaps, all the events will be exactly as they have been before, as far as just kind of setting up and everything. Now, Carrie posted, or he did his video and let y'all know that, in 2024, I think they're going to 3 colors, and they are going to, and then Carrie's going to participate in more of these versus just doing those just color combo videos. The swap and all of that, even if you just want to participate in the swap, go for it. It does not have to be comboed with anything. We are just saying this would be a great way to utilize all of the events, participate in all of them if you want, or 2 or 1, or hey, I want to do the theme plus the swap. That's cool. Ooh, I want to maybe just do the theme, the swap, and the color combo. That's fun too. No worries. Yeah. So all of that is just gonna, yeah. But totally okay to go straight into a process video. Yep. You can do those long form videos just as long as you got your hashtags and you just want to one and done. I think that is perfectly acceptable. And that way, because what's going to happen is people are going to be watching your content in real time versus this scheduled hop, which a lot of people felt kind of bad that, either it'd take them a couple of days, especially when we had 13 or 14 people involved. That was really tricky. And now we can have tons and tons of people and then please do mention in your videos that you are participating in the Makers Creative Collab, and that if people are interested in more of these or want to participate, that information, they can either use the hashtags or the information or the link down below to watch this particular video.
Well, I think prompts should prompt your creativity. They shouldn't, contain it. And I think when you have that built-in flexibility, I think more people are going to be involved. Now, there is a downside. Some people need a little bit more direction. Well, wait until you see a few others that people have done and posted, and then you'll start getting an idea. You can take from what the people are presenting within Makers and get some ideas.
Exactly, and like Sherry said, it will help everybody grow their channels. Those of you that are content creators that are getting involved, and then I think it makes a lot of the people that are in Makers or just YouTube watchers feel really connected, that they can participate along with your particular one. Especially if you get it done earlier in the month, you get your subscribers involved. Tell them to do their things, post about it, let you know about it. Go over to Makers and post your thing. Go over to Instagram and post over there. And it'll get people really, I think, connected to more of us than just here. And I like that too.
Expand out.
Yeah.
Send those feelers out there.
Yeah, and then non-YouTubers, share your process images in Makers or wherever. Just use those hashtags, tag us, tag your favorite YouTuber, because they'll make sure that we get it too, and that we're celebrating everybody, because I like to, know that information is out there and, celebrate y'all too. All right. I think that this was a really good
introduction.
I am. I'm pretty pumped this worked as well as it did, because sometimes it would take us a couple of takes or we would retake some things. So this was pretty fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, answering the questions, and being a part of this video. Stay tuned for more in 2024.
There we go.
Boom shakalaka, y'all. That's how it's done. Woo!
Izzy says, the end.
The end.
And it really isn't. But yeah.
Look at me, like I am so nervous because I just wanted that all to play out. And
okay, now I'm going to do my other Who We Are later.
Yeah, we're gonna do that as a sit down, because you and I need to giggle and we might cry.
Yes, we might, and definitely. All right, good. Well,
all that was is the 20, because I thought that would be the better interactive kind of video to be done. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't really have anything.
Rocking it, Lynn. I know you were.
Don't really have anything all lined up here, but I can get it.
They want to see your necklaces.
Oh.
I got the big camera on you.
I'll set up. This is my story necklace. I thought it was very appropriate today. She's laughing about it.
It's like she's traveling around,
And Mo, I found it. Did you see it?
Her hags. What?
And this is one. I have this in earring form, but I don't know where the earrings are, but I just have this little pendant thing that she made for me a long time ago. And then I put this on with some kind of distressed wire.
Thank you, Darcy.
This is my Haggett's rock.
Hagstone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course my bird skull and my
I do. I'm wearing all the sparkles, and then, little Miss Thing over here, she tells me, she goes, now, are any of those mine? Because she has a set, and then I was like, no, these all have pink strings. These are mine. And they were on my board. I did borrow some earrings, though, from her. And then these were all still on my board, and very, very dusty.
Well, and she says, you have all the earrings. I said, I know, but just here lately you started wearing earrings, and before.
Because I found these tiny, tiny little wires. I love them so much. Life-changing.
Life-changing, folks.
Size matters.
Life-changing. Cheers. I'm not drinking alcohol today. I don't really know what I'm doing today. What Mariah suggested was, just...
Well, I wanted to, if this was going to be a video that was going to be out for a while, maybe even years.
Okay, so I have a pile of stencils.
I'm going to go topside. She found them. She found them over there.
What? Oh, look, that's some gold cord.
It is.
I'm just going to throw that over there for you, Mariah. I don't know what that is. Throw that in the trash. Okay, so really what I want to do today, because the packets are getting low, and you know what happens.
Oh, Carrie says, would you be willing to do jewelry making in a stream one day?
You know, I would love to. I really,
I
absolutely would love to.
Let's
The
zoom in on
problem
this
is,
situation.
I'm going to direct your eye.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you see this front layer here?
Let me, hold on here. Let me go to P camera. 1 second. Full on P cam.
My boxes of beads, and I do have a few.
Here, you got to move your head. You got to actually swing the other way. Swing around, turn your bot. Yeah, there. Okay, so those red things that you see back behind there, there's a whole
Yes, they go clear across the wall.
Yes.
But we would have to shut down operations of PM Artist Studio for a couple of weeks in order to access those.
And let me tell you, for the last 2 years, we have been in discussion on how to make that happen, like how to access that stuff.
And make it accessible
on a regular basis.
On a regular basis.
So it's not a no. It's
a how and when. If any of you would like to show up to help, you know,
yeah,
we could offer you room and board for.
Oh, and Paula, we've done the they're actually, but that one is one we certainly can do again and revisit the paper making the gel print beads.
I feel like we were spying on her in the wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do, and I love beading, and I love making necklaces and whatnot. I really do. I don't know that I really need any more. You know how I used to do that? I used to get up in the morning, and I would get up 5:30, 6 o'clock before school every day when I was teaching. And if I didn't have earrings to match my outfit, I'd just go in and make them. That's how a lot of those occurred, you know. It wasn't like I sat down and made 500 pairs of earrings.
No, this was
just like you know, make as needed.
Organically. This is how all of her anything sort of happens.
I know. I love this. I love this stencil a lot. I use it a lot, and you can see I've used this one to the point where it's.
Oh, hey, Miriam says as soon as her visa is ready, she will be there. P, hey, we got a bedroom for you.
We do.
I don't.
You might give us a week to. I don't know. We've really considered that that's going to be a project. Izzy's bedroom
is a project.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, well, Mariah saved this out. This is because of this suede paper.
Yes.
And I don't know, you know.
If y'all got this in the mail.
Yeah.
So remember.
Look at that nice strip. And you've got a little piece here that you could utilize.
Notice that that paper is. So when we were doing cards and we were talking about, ooh, that really feely good paper.
Bricks.
Oh, God. Bricks
my big marks. Look, my big
paint dash
marks.
That one's from Froyle. The bricks were Rhonda. Those swirly doos in the background there, those are
Somebody
Darcy.
did some really great bricks.
Beads are ours.
Did some great bricks with a great shadow on them, and I can't tell you who did it, but I was flashing through Facebook. Okay, I've never even used...
Oh, of course. I love that question, and thank you for asking, Lynn. Is Makers open to those who use words to make their art, poet and storytellers? Of course.
Oh, yeah. Yes. We're absolutely...
100%.
Yes. And sewers and
I love it.
Sewers and slow beater slowers. But
slow gluers.
All of that is fair game here. And then when you make it, and if you decide that you want to sell it, you can sell it here too.
As long as you participated, why not? We'll get to that video later this afternoon.
What?
Oh, the new Makers video.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to do a new Makers video and a new channel intro.
I think this might be interesting. I think this is what I'm going to do today.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull in one more that has a little heavier See, that's why I always come back to this one. Is because when I want to mask out some things, but not everything. Can you see how that works? Now, there is another one. What did I do with it?
Yes, Nancy, and P subscribes to that as well.
What
Yeah,
is it?
poems, stories, all of that. Most definitely.
Yarn. Crochet. Yeah. It all has a place.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, and I think this is one of the reasons that this works so well here, is because you want to not, it's what we said earlier, we're inspiring, not confining. If you have something going on and all of a sudden you say, well, I really need to know how to do yada, 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 and I think that that's going to help this, then just go off on that. We don't care. There's no timeline here. And you can just do that. And please share, because those unique ideas that you have, even the ones that don't necessarily pan out, somebody's going to pick up on them.
Oh yeah, seriously, anything goes in Makers. Makers of Mixed Media is mixed media. I mean, Carrie talks about his cake decorating, how that a lot of times not only just the tools, but the skills that he learned doing that influence what he does now. And so if you are posting cake decoration or ceramics, people are gonna, and I get inspired by that stuff all the time. I love like haute couture, like weird fashion stuff. I always get so like, oh God, that would be such a cool book. Like that's where my brain goes with it, of thinking, ooh, I love the shape of that. It would be cool if I could maybe, fold paper in a way that maybe like how they've done some fabric, or, how a coat is. I love, anything that is Japanese, or, that type of style. If you can kind of put that influence both in clothing and in my art that I like to make, definitely. So all of it, as long as you are posting about it, telling people what so even if it is not yours and you want to post it in Makers, tell people why you're posting it there and how you were inspired by it, because then that leads to people going, oh, that's why they're posting that here. Not just, hey, I really like this thing.
And I loved it, because remember when I did the flower book? Everybody was posting their garden pictures, their
so
flower
wonderful.
pictures.
Wonderful.
And, I don't know, but art does not exist in a vacuum.
No.
It's out in the real world. And that is where we want to be. And what inspires you, just tell us about it. You may not think it's important, but it could be really important to someone. What?
Eddie would like to... okay, so I need to find a way to use my breakdancing skills in my mixed media projects. You know what? Do a video. Video editing and putting together something arty, mixing it with your art, and taking photographs of you breakdancing and then putting it in a book. Hell yeah. See, you just need to ask me. I'll work it in for you.
Oh yeah, and stabby wool felting. That's not my métier, because I'm not coordinated enough without killing myself.
So we got this thing for Izzy. No, this is not. This is not me.
This isn't. Yeah, I don't.
She has.
Oh, and I paint a shirt, put it on wet, and break dance on canvas. Oh, you could wiggle around.
Have somebody squirt some things at you while you're moving around.
Oh, but definitely
that could
video
be weird
that.
and
fun.
Yeah.
That could be. I mean, that might break you into the million viewer category. Absolutely. Okay, now I had something I was going to say there, and it just completely went out the window when I read it. Oh, I know what. Yes. I really want to do a series this coming year, on fabric on the gel plate.
Oh.
I really honestly do. I'm going to...
Y'all heard it here. So did I.
And the thing about it, what I would really like to do is I would like to take one of my rather heavy-duty t-shirts that would accommodate it, and do pieces of fabric, but slow stitch it onto a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Thematically. Or not.
No, yeah. I'm down with that.
And I think that might be a fun thing to do.
Okay.
Because I really do want, I've seen what people do with taking fabric and pulling it off of their gel plate.
Well, and one of the things that I didn't mention in our little intro thing, but I think that's fine, I'm having this whole idea that because the collab is more open and just we can do whatever we want, as far as like it doesn't have to be on that deadline, that we can participate more and I can put that hashtag towards something, especially if we are in the midst of like, okay, hey, this really fits the theme, and giving more inspiration for you guys to then maybe spin off of, or, you know, that type of thing. Because we were feeling very limited with not only that we just live stream most of the time, very rarely do we do just a recorded video anymore. But then we can utilize our stream to broadcast out more. And even as you guys are posting things, the other content creators, we can talk about that in the stream.
And I think it's very logical. And I think, you know, if it's not your cup of tea, no judgment.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing things that I'm going, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to do that.
She tells me that all the time. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. If you want to do that, I want you to do it. But I'm not going to do that.
I ain't into it.
That's not to say that I won't be later. I mean, you know.
Devin, we do have themes picked out for the year, but we are only going to post them at the beginning of each month because, as we said, they may evolve. And so we don't want to be stuck to that, or like somebody have done, created some content. We didn't want people jumping forward anyway, because that was going to create, issues if we did want to change things. So it is going to be a little bit more fun. Like we get to do the big celebration of each month, and be able to talk about all the different things that are happening. In fact, actually, I'm happy that you said that because, here we are on the 3rd of December, so the last of 2023.
Oh, yes, and
I do have an announcement.
Snow.
You signed up?
I signed up without somebody,
prompting you?
Prompting me.
To get
Aren't you proud of me, Colleen? She's
Dear
like,
Lord.
oh, dear God.
Okay, so we do have, I did the header. Evie was her artwork was chosen for the header for December. And then Colleen's swap is in full effect. You need to sign up. You have until the 7th, I believe. The theme is snow. Any way you want to represent snow. Size and quantity is 1 card or tag.
There you go.
And swap partners will be then posted after the 7th. I believe on the 8th maybe, or whatever. Let me know, Colleen. Color combo has already been posted. Paula has posted inside of Makers. And Carrie has put out his video. And then he also referenced, that we were going to be doing this announcement. And I was like, okay, we got to get this done. Carrie put the pressure on me, which was good. I needed that little, get her done, Mariah.
Come on, girl.
Because it was like, okay, well, do you want to do it today? Do you want to put makeup on? Do we have time? Do we, what are we doing today? Are we running around doing this thing? And, holidays just make things real nutty. And then, of course, we have the Makers Collage Challenge headed up by Eddie. He posted his stuff, I think, yesterday or today. And that gave me some ideas to spin into the December Goofy Gifting, which is the last of the regular hop. So if y'all want to get involved in the hop, this is your last chance to do it. If you are a content creator, a YouTuber, and you have a channel of over, I can't remember what it is. Ideally, I'd like to have more than 500. That's just me and my personal beliefs. Because that just means that you've been on YouTube long enough that
you're committed to doing it.
Right, because we've had some channels that are like brand new, and it's a lot. It's stressful. It's stressful for people that have been on YouTube for a long time. Carrie, it took him a little while because he hadn't done the end screens and this, and because we ask a lot of the people that were doing the hop. That was the other thing. You learn some things.
I just said I can't do that. I just can't do that.
Don't even pretend like she had any involvement in any of that. Let's just be clear.
I did. I've done videos, but it took an awful long time to edit them. And
okay, Eddie's is going to post at midnight today. Well, if you wanted to post it early, I know the people that run the group, so it won't be okay. You can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions, y'all?
All right. Are we done? Can I talk about this?
You do it.
Okay.
The
reason I went ahead and pulled this out is because this is a very special stencil. It's not one that you want to, you can. it's just, it doesn't work very well, and it gets clogged up really quick because all of those little bitty lines and whatnot. So there is that aspect. How I use this is I use this on my plate as a mark making tool. And how I do that is I put it down when it's naked. Naked and new. Just born. Put it down here. The reason is because if you don't have something that's sticking to you, see these little spots there?
They're boingers.
Those are boingers. You run your knife across there on a...
I need to put that in the PM-isms. Boingers. Hanger-oners.
You want to look for those boingers because that... And see this one right here? Remember the reindeer?
Remember the reindeer.
Remember the reindeer?
Same problem.
Same problem. So, you know, there's that. Now, the thing about it is remember...
That is so good to hear, Robin. Thank you.
You can use your fluid acrylic. I wouldn't use high flow.
Bye, Sharon.
Because there is always a chance that that's going to leak underneath there.
Mm-hmm.
You probably get away with this. And the other thing is it's a new stencil, so we know that it's sucked down there.
Yeah.
Its little beveled edges from it being cut are like... So, yeah, okay. If you want to, you can actually apply your paint with this little hooty-doo. And again, you want to make sure that you don't have it up like this because you can still catch those edges. But you can see we've got a pretty... I'm not hearing anything. I'm not seeing any flippy-floppy there. Okay, that's good news. I'm going to go with a...
Hi, Tutu.
heavier body. If I can find it. I really wanted black. I don't know where my... I've got some black here somewhere.
Is that the liquid text that's a little
Yeah.
aged?
It's just well aged.
Well aged.
And I can't remember if this is the good one or...
Yeah, there's a good one and a bad one.
Good one or a bad one, yeah. I can kind of tell by how hard they are.
Right.
If the
Feelings matter.
tube is not, responding,
Yeah.
it's probably not. Okay. And this will be good. We can just get rid of this and use it all up. Okay. Remember, when you're doing this, I use a little bit more than I really think I'm going to need, simply because I don't want to have to get back into this.
Yes, it is in Gen Pop. That is a very good question, Monica. Yeah, these have been out for a little while. And remember, there are little strippers that go with these. In fact, let me... Hold on one second. I will get y'all a link.
And these little cardboard things are some things that... Does these come
Xandra.
from Xandra?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think her husband has a t-shirt business. So that's how he acquired them. And then she has shared them with us, which was wonderful.
Well, they're really bloody marvelous for this. It's a whole lot. Remember, I kept telling you, use your palette knife for small areas.
Yeah, so this is part of the sugar biscuits. Dipsy Doodle Dandy. Not Dandy. Dipsy Doodle sets.
I got it.
So, if you put in, okay, because he's listed them all separately, because each one of these full stencils has a style. But then there's the Dipsy Doodle strips, and there's a small and a large. So what I'm going to do is just put a search to Dipsy Doodle so you guys can see all of them. Dipsy Doodle.
Now, I don't clean that up because it'll dry and it'll be fine. It's not like it's... Now,
Right.
I do need to have something to put this on because it'll be kind of cool. I guess I could just go ahead and use this piece of paper I've got here. I'm trying to keep things kind of, cleaned up, sort of.
Yeah. Okay, good golly, there we go. That took a minute. Not sure why I was thinking about that so hard.
You're overthinking, Mariah.
Well, so was our website there for a minute. All the Dipsy Doodles. Yeah, that.
Okay, now we're just going to put this aside. I'm not going to try to get a print off of that. I could. It most likely wouldn't be very good.
Hello, Anmar.
Oh, makes me so mad when I do
Hello,
this.
Dawn. People sneaking in while I was looking for things.
Because I've got some paper sticking to my stencil.
Hello, Ellen. Now, y'all that are
Left
coming
it.
in now, well, do say hello in the chat if you just come in and, you know, we want to say hello to you. But, give those thumbsy upsies
Okay, I got it.
if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And be sure to come back, watch the replay, or stay tuned because we're going to clip some of this live stream into a regular video about all things Makers Creative Collab 2024 and all the events that go on in Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group.
Now, you know, there is some loft there, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But you can see how well the design transferred to the plate. And if you were trying to get off this clean of you couldn't do it with the paper.
No.
Because it's just, even if you use the tissue paper, it's not going to get down in those little cracks. So this is a very specialized
Mark making device.
mark-making device. And that is
Words.
what I would refer to it as. You know, absolutely.
Hi, Rose.
That is.
Oh my gosh, the other thing I forgot. Because it's December.
What?
Giveaways.
Giveaways.
Now, many of you who had taken advantage of the Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale, you got cards. Many of you, most of you. I think a card went out with every order. I mean, one might have slipped through. It wasn't personal. So if you are that person, it was not personal. It was simply that, oh my God, seriously, both Brian and I were a little like,
It was a lot.
it was a lot. But that is fantastic. We are not griping about that. But
No.
it was like, whoa. Thank goodness little Miss Card Maker over here had made so many cards. And remember, prior to that, she made so many packets. So, like, we weren't, like, stressing out about that. So it was like, you know, we had done the right little, you know, fall thing in collecting nuts. But we didn't know how nutty it was going to be. But we do need to do a giveaway. I will get that kind of queued up.
Okay, and really, you know, today I was supposed to be making things to cut up and whatnot, but I think I've probably got plenty that I can refer to.
Yes.
This is another one in that series, I believe. Right, Mariah?
Yes, that is another Dipsy Doodle.
And it comes with strippers.
Okay, so remember, the strippers are little, like, basically it's a sample set. It's the flight of the Dipsy Doodles. And then if you want it in a bigger one, they are then sold in sets. Well, sorry. They are sold in styles of the, you know, bigger ones, and you can get it in a 9x12, 8x10, 5x7.
Yeah.
But if you want a little bit of everything, the strippers are the way to go. That's kind of, you know, that's life.
Sometimes, especially when I'm doing cards, I love the strippers. Okay, I access this. Now this is this red that alizarin. If you brayer it out thin, it leans more towards the pinkish end of things. But if you keep it pretty thick, it's kind of a coagulated blood color. I love it. In fact, I think that might even be what's on there. I don't know. Oh no, we're getting a little bit of a... Those are the kind of things that can cause a lot of problems when you're doing what I'm doing here, which is scraping paint across surfaces. What?
Lara. It's funny. Ah, they do. Okay.
Now this one you could very possibly come in and you know, use it like a real stencil. I think it would work, although you know, obviously I can't speak to that because I've never used it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've used the stripper though.
Oh yeah, I think you used all of the strippers. And then I think you were sort of done. And then another set of stuff came out. Which we will be rolling out some new stencils. I just thought that this was like a lot already as far as information. So just stay tuned. And in 2024, new designers. Very exciting. And maybe even more than I had thought. So I'm very excited about that.
Do I know about that?
No.
She doesn't tell me things because I spill the beans.
That's right. Yes. If you want to see all the strippers over there on PM Artist Studio, if you put in the little search box strippers, all of them will come up.
Yeah, it's kind of a category.
It should be a category. We're thinking about putting in some more categories. Carrie has suggested, and I think is a fantastic idea. I just have to come up with the full list. You know, these things are, it's like, they're awesome, and it's not that I don't want to do them. It's amount of, like, you know, time and, like, wait. Like, by the end of the day here, you just kind of, like, your brain is done. And I try to get as much done as possible, as we possibly can.
And then, you know, we have the child who has homework assigned.
Time it's now, yeah, that we're, you know, learning how to get that worked into the schedule of things and do it before she, you know, you got to make sure she's just fed so she's nice and her brain's operating at the best it can.
Yeah.
And we don't want to, you know, just smack her because she's being mean.
Or whiny.
Whining, the whining.
Whiny.
I would like to know, when does the whining stop?
I don't know.
I've stopped whining, right?
Yeah, you did. But I don't remember exactly when that was. Okay, now you can see what I'm talking about there. That's really more of a bloody red. And,
yeah,
we're going to let that dry.
Oh, we have a breakfast stripper set. Lisa Mingus.
Okay, well, the other one is dry, but that's never stopped us from doing something. So we'll just grab another.
Keep on a cracking.
Oh, I know what this was. This was when I was doing my little...
Yeah, your roses for the mask.
Yeah. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be okay. Get a little...
No, you don't have. You don't have to. You know, these.
Nah, it's done.
Oh goodness, you froze on me there for a second. Hold
I
on.
did?
Yeah, it didn't like that for whatever reason. Whatever you just.
Oh, whatever I was doing.
Yeah, hold on. Don't do anything yet. I have got to rename these. I don't know why. Ever since that one update that came through, it is just a little weird.
Oh, I am frozen. Are they hearing us?
Yeah, you're fine. There you go. Back in action. I have figured out how to fix it, so, you know, I don't freak out about it.
Oh, well. Good to
Learning
know.
things.
Good to know. All right. I don't really know if this is... I just had this idea, and I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing today. We're just playing around and, you know, no set agenda.
Yeah. It's only the top side camera that freezes, and I don't know if it's, like, maybe I need to... I need to do updates to that phone. That's probably what's making it all
Of course
wrong.
it is.
Because I don't ever take it out of the thing.
It just sits there.
It just sits there.
Like
and why doesn't it just know to do?
I have a new phone.
Yeah, this is just sitting over there.
Kind of the same situation as this thing up here.
Yeah. Actually, but this one gets more use.
Okay, well, we got a little spilly
Yeah, you did.
spilly through there.
But, hey, this is a great learning moment, and why when we say a new stencil is more sticky than one that has the paint built up on it.
Because, see, it just kind of smushed through there.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the bottom layer, so we're not going to get all bent out of shape about that. Heavens to Betsy, no.
I think about that at times, Paula.
What is it?
She says M and P. You think your mama is wrong your whole life. Then you have a baby who thinks the same.
Oh, that's interesting. Look at that.
Oh, left some
And
things
we
behind.
had some exchanging here.
Exchanging of ideas and paint.
Okay, now look at that. I think that's starting to look really, really wonderful. Let's get some silver on there.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Carrie and
then
his...
we have the donuts too. The dinged up donuts. We have all you know, breakfast set if you want, you know, do all of it. I know, and I haven't eaten. I'm trying to do the fasty business. I have foregone that the fasting includes my coffee or doesn't. I have coffee because it makes me happy. And the weight loss is still happening, so obviously it's not screwing me up too much. Happy about that.
All right, let's do with my other. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of do what Carrie does. Just kiss it and pull up some.
Kiss it and
pull up some. And then come back in with something else and, you know.
Something else.
Something else. We haven't had any of this. Mix a little of that with our silver and we'll get a little bit of shimmer and shine and hot pink.
Ooh, hey, Julie. She did a long haul yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it matters. I think we're like way past that point.
Yeah?
Way past that point. Okay, now this is where you want to... Because remember, we have a very used stencil here. Mm-hmm. We've got lots of buildup on it. So you're going to have to get really rough. And this is where I use the ball part. Mm-hmm. That was not intentional, but I just found that out. I can't remember exactly
what? Julie Parker had 37.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to go for 40. I'll have to start early in the day.
Yeah, like, you know. Yeah.
Or do a lot less, you know, visiting.
Yeah, get her done.
All right. Now, see, we're still getting a good image there.
Yes, you need to photograph that and, you know, you don't have to take individual photos of each one, but maybe in sets.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats, Julie. I love it. I think people are really getting involved in the competition of the long haul.
And I'll tell you what, the long haul, if you're doing a project like my boxes where you needed multiple colors that were still the same pattern, so there was a feeling of continuity. I have another box I'm going to do.
We have our nested boxes too.
Oh, well, mine is more of a tray. Oh, look at that. Isn't that looking great? Now, I really wished I could find...
I don't know why tray equals box to her, or box equals tray. Tray equals box, box equals tray.
That's not so. I don't know if this is interesting enough yet. I think I still need some more stuff on it.
Yeah.
But this is looking really good. That one little corner up there is kind of weird, but if I'm doing APCs, that'll be a great... That'll come in real handy. All right.
A tray with deeper sides is box-like.
I'm just...
It is sort of a box tray.
Oh my gosh, Mariah, I forgot all about this. Remember this?
Yeah, is it going to come off all right? Been on there for a bit.
Well, here goes.
Putting wet strength tissue to the test.
I'll say.
And I'm also interested in what sort of transfer has happened that it was allowed to soak kind of into your plate there.
Well, let's see.
Is there some patterning?
Well, now this is that you can use this tomorrow because I think that's really beautiful.
It is, and this is really what I needed.
Oh yeah, there's definitely.
Oh, and huge. Is Jeanette still? Yeah, there's Jeanette. Look at what Jeanette sent me. She sent it to me. P's name was sort of on there, but it was second.
It was on there. It was right there. She's being so stashed with the scissors. I would share my scissors with her all the time.
Except for I end up with the two crappiest pairs in this entire, studio.
Well, it's because you're never here.
Well, I told
You
her
got to show up.
Yeah, well, we're planning on that more so. Told the baby we need to move our crafty sessions upstairs and make
Okay,
Gigi
I'm going to try to
participate.
get something off here.
So, but wait, here, look at this. The perfect use for these very crappy scissors is to open the new package. See? That'll learn you.
Oh, those packages, aren't they just... I need to...
These are the perfect scissors for that because they're already messed up.
Well, that's probably what happened to them. I'll tell you what. It's like, I don't know, somebody...
I'm tossing them. They're going to the recycle bin.
Why? Oh, did you see that fly down there? I'll try to...
I also told her that I was putting my name on all these. Ooh, they feel nice. Ooh. Very nice. I like the color too. I know that it shouldn't really matter, but
Yeah, that's how I pick my scissors.
Those will really go
outfit for the day.
Those will really go with a lot of things that I wear while crafting.
Well.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, you did see it because I noticed that you commented. So,
what?
One of the comments on, I think the last video or the last stream was she was really amazed by how we stay clean.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you haven't seen Pete, like, her pants up close and whatnot. And then I've even noticed that, like, on a lot of my shirts now, I have, like, little speckles of things.
Well, this is really a nice blue background. I expected to get more from my transfer from my previous thing there, but didn't happen. That's all right. That'll come in handy for something else here.
Julie says, well, these ones are beyond repair. Like, I mean, unless you had a true, like, person that could come in and get, because it has a
Grind
huge
them
nick
down.
in them.
Yeah.
From, like, metal.
Chomp.
Yeah.
Out.
And these are the ones that I always end up, you know, with.
She said she's going to put her name on all of those.
I am.
What in the world is happening
I
here?
hear a clunk, a catch. Something's...
Oh.
Hey, CB!
Oh, I think my...
Oh, let's do the card giveaway while, she's trying to figure out whatever is happening over there. Did you get it?
Yeah, things just kind of, you know, shuffle.
Which one should we give out first? What do you think?
Well, you should do love there.
Love?
Love.
At the very beginning?
Love.
It's one of the weird ones, y'all. Okay. You show, because it'll be backwards in my screen.
It is weird, but it's also wonderful. Look at that.
It's weird and wonderful. Okay, so let me get over here. 1 second.
You need to stamp it too. Back.
I will. I'll get it all queued up and whatnot. Okay. Giveaways. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. Keyword.
Oh, I do too. I love your houses and trees, Miriam.
Okay, card 1. I put it there in the chat. That's what you need to put in order to get
I know. Look at those cute.
entered into the giveaway. Awesome. Coming in, coming in. And then all I ask is that at the end of the, you know, whoever gets chosen, please email me and let me know your address so I don't have to go searching for it and, you know, in hopes that I'm getting the right person. Because sometimes there are, you know, with handle names and this, that, and the other, I get a little confused sometimes. All right. All right, we're going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mimi! Yay! I tried to at least pause that out a little bit by the time I clicked it, so hopefully that was about, like, I don't know, trying to line things up. I don't know if that worked. Let me know. But I'm going, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to put that down there. Just need to go over here. Okay, so I'm going to put Mimi's name on this stuff.
Nope, not dry yet. Wow. Well, I had anticipated that would be dry a lot faster. You know. Oh well, we've got this place.
All right, Mimi, there is my email address. Just popped into chat. If you would please email me, let me know your address.
No, that may not
Hi,
be
Lizima.
dark enough. I really wanted to do a, you know, a dark on dark here, but I think I'm gonna have to go with my purple.
Some dark on dark purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many are we going to give away per stream? Because we've got quite a few here, and I still even have some downstairs.
Well, why don't you apportion them out?
Okay, so there were 18 of them. How many?
Good, I've got 2.
Let's see, how many streams are we going to have in December?
You know, we talk about these stencils and that you should use them when they're new and whatnot. If you clean them, they will be new. I just don't. Because I would never get anything done here that I would particularly like to do. I need a clean brayer here. And remember, don't let that linger.
Don't let it linger.
Don't let it linger. That is a good one. I'll show it to you in just a minute.
Well, are we going to... We're going to stream on Christmas Day?
Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We don't know. Because our other people that, you know, we plan and interact with haven't given us what for.
Well, we're doing Christmas with the Scots on the 16th, I believe.
So that's not Christmas Day?
No.
Well, what about those other people from down south?
That's a good question. I don't really know what the plan is there. I need to talk to Brad. We'll figure that out. I mean, we did last year.
Yeah. Watched Carrie do this.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did say that we were going to be doing the stream-a-thon. So I was thinking about that, Miriam. So how long does everybody stream for on New Year's Eve or day? Yeah, but that's that week after that. Do you guys have like all that information all ready, or who's who and what's what? And
yada yada boo boo.
can you email me, Miriam?
I'm just
Okay, 2 hours. Okay.
Still messing about.
Eddie's doing 1. When are you going on? I love that.
I think that's looking quite spectacular.
Yes.
And I don't really know what to do here. I'm just going to put this up here.
I can wear my Christmas hat.
And grab another one. It's probably dry by now.
If you let it linger, you'll end up with a clinger.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and Sarah says that should be a t-shirt from Carrie. The other one should be, it was so, what was it? It was so subtle, it's a secret.
I have a lot of prints like that. Yippers. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's just pull out some really weird color here. Phthalo green, blue shade. I think I have that in a big one. But, oh well.
Okay. Ah. So are you needing people? You know, you can post in Makers if you want to about that.
What?
If they're needing people for their streamathon, YouTubers.
Oh. Look at that. See how quickly I cleaned that up.
Christmas Day, Carrie's in the kitchen for most of the day. No technology.
Oh, I'm okay with that too.
I get bored. And then if we stream, then it's like, we need to be here for the stream and hang out with y'all, and that's way more fun.
Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, we're just going to let that sit there because there's going to be a lot of good stuff on that, and we're just going to keep adding to it. Letting it dry and...
Yeah, and I think that anybody that is interested needs to reach out to Miriam. So if you want her friend her, or, you know, find her or message her. Hey, Kathy, no worries. And we're going to post, because what we did is we did a kind of a live video sort of thing, which was pretty fun and a little nerve-wracking for me. He was cool whip. But yes, we went over all of the things for the Makers Creative Collab 2024, which also entails some of like what could be done with all of the other events that we do over there in Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group. If you are part of it, you should be. The information's down below, or if you're, you know, watching the chat, it comes up often. You can just click it and, you know, get on over there, answer some questions, and be a part of this arty fun crowd.
Yeah,
These are our arty friends. Yes. It's awesome community. See? I say things and things appear.
We're using some iridescent stainless steel fine, which is...
That's a lot of things that...
And, you know...
Come on now. It's silver.
I had to have this one, but I don't know that I have to have it now that I have it.
I think as far...
There are others that are just
as far as the metallics go, golden... Like, you don't have to have those. Golden paints are quite lovely, quite nice, and a little pricey. And in some places, extremely pricey. But as far as the metallics of them are concerned, I think that you can definitely get the similar results with like the deco art metallics.
using less.
Yeah, just, you know.
Oh no, one of my little bonds broke there, but I don't think it's going to be terribly.
Now that's because she decided to...
I glued it together.
She did things to this here stencil. This is the beaded squares, which I think is in Gen Pop now. Yeah, because what, a couple weeks ago?
Check that out. Look at that. That's some hot diggity do. Okay, and we're going to let that dry. And I think that's going to be very interesting because we've got some other things going on there with gold. So we'll pull that with some kind of dark color. We've got our purple here, which is dry. Let's use some more of that. Use this stuff up.
That sounds perfect, Darcy.
What is it?
They just do finger foods on Christmas, stay home and watch movies, hang out, play games. snack and eat appetizers.
Well, it's so subtle, its secret was kind of like my invisible paint.
What is up with this darn thing today? All right, hold on. You froze. It's being poopy. I don't know why. Top camera.
Well, I think it's probably what you said earlier.
I think so too. I'll remedy that, y'all. Sorry. Come on. Come back to me. Hold on, lady. Why is it being... Oh, why did it switch the camera?
I'm sure all these questions are purely rhetorical. I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Well, it's doing different things now, which is not really what I wanted, but there we go. Oh, I know why. That's funny. I know which camera it connected to. I think I need to get mine off of there. That's why. That was interesting. We're back.
We're back. Did they miss that?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's okay. That was not like, you know, life-altering information
not.
that was happening there.
No. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
muddling about. But see, I think that's going to be kind of cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
This is a goodly amount of grunginess there. All right, let's get rid of that green.
Yeah, as long as we're here and we're still moving, life is good. I can get the main top camera back up and rolling, especially when I figure out what, you know, is happening.
Do I want to do this or do I want to do Christmassy? Bloody red.
Well, and then your green...
Naphthol. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Transparency of the green here is going to go away and it'll be black. So it'll be black and red, sort of. Kind of.
You know what I need to do if this happens again? What I should do is put, I'll be back soon. Like a little, just an image that stays there in the background.
A little trolley looking dude with a
No worries.
sign.
One moment, please.
What is it?
Maybe when we take our pictures, I'll do a little...
Technical difficulties. That's what used to come on our TV.
Yeah, a little...
We were growing up.
Although people might leave then. Don't leave. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Don't leave. We can fix this. This is fixable. Some things aren't, but this is.
We can do it. We can do it.
And hello to all of y'all that are coming in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you're here. We want to know that you're here. And give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
Oh, that's looking kind of tigery, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not Christmassy, but you know.
Well, that's what happens when you put red over the top of transparent green.
That's how Christmas can turn real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Carolina. Oh, bye, Carrie. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, no doubt, Eddie. Hang time. That could be like, you know, I have my little head pop up there.
What is it? What? I want to use some Da Vinci. No, I only have one bottle of this.
Yeah, that was just I needed to get to the right amount for an order, and so I was like, we're going to give this a whirl. It was on sale.
Yeah, it was on sale. I remember. I remember it well.
That's a print for Krampus. Yes.
See, there was a paint doodad.
You doodad. Hooty doo.
I'm like red, white, and blue over here. Get this down because it's mighty slim on the outside there and it dries fast.
Oh. Darcy says there is a December-ember. Did I say it right? December-ember. Prompt. Halloween meets Christmas, starting with red and green, and then getting orange and black as a result would be perfect.
I don't know that
How many of y'all are doing that?
always predict that.
I've seen a lot of videos popping up.
Okay, I'm gonna wash up here while that's... I'm kind of gone patriotic over here. I'll have to
Yeah, remedy that.
remedy that. I don't know why. Oh, I know, because it's... I put new paper on today. I know y'all were really very much concerned about my...
Colleen's taking part. Darcy is, yes. Darcy has videos out already, prepping for hers. And did you partake in the first prompt? I haven't seen. Did you get that video out? Come on, Darcy.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can do that.
I love that. Like, Gia, that's hilarious. She says, I like to think that Susan was practicing self-care, but others just said she was lazy. I think that's right. I like that.
Okay, I'm putting this aside because I'm thinking I could put some stuff on that. And that would be very cool. All right, so I'm really thinking... I need a good one to pull here. A good color to pull.
Why don't you ombre it?
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I want it just all to be the
I'm
same.
just going to stick with reading chat.
Okay, you read the chat. I'll pick the colors. I'm liking this blue because I think I'm going to get a little bit of greenish going on there. You know,
Okay.
I'm going to go back on my word there and I'm going to ombre it.
Did y'all see that?
We're going to anthraquinone and
Bye, Lizima. Thank you for hanging.
quinacridone. Yeah, say that fast in a row. Okay, and so what we're going to do here, I'm going to put down a goodly amount.
Oh, Eddie was making a watercolor video. So Darcy's actual prompt for the December Fembra? December.
Yeah, I can't say that.
God, I know.
I look at it.
I know, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to get it this time. Nope. And then Eddie's going to put out a watercolor video.
Oh, all right. Hey, did y'all watch Friends the other day? Where is she? Why is she not showing up for our lives anymore?
I don't know.
Is she mad at me?
Fran?
She's probably just busy.
She's doing her own thing.
She is.
Did you tell people you were at the live stream the other day?
I talked to them.
Okay, good. I was busy. I had to get orders done. And sometimes I can do both things, but then Brad gets mad at me. Because I'm not, like, handling business. So.
You want to work your paint down in there and get surround those little...
Tell Mariah I'm doing watercolor videos all month long. Hey, everybody. Miriam's doing watercolor videos all month long. She streams before we do, right? Before, not after.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yes. So, if you want to catch Miriam, she's on before us.
Now, this is a lot like...
Yeah, I know. I couldn't remember those, Susan, so I wasn't going to... Yeah. The origins of Lazy Susan.
Like, when you do the long haul and getting down in there. Because in order to pull that up, you have to surround that little booger. Now, I suspect some of them will stay behind. They typically do. And I don't mind that so much most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really know if I love that or not.
What's happening over there? Where are things? There was sounds
We're
behind
gonna
you.
Try something. We're just gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I don't like what's going on here, and we do know we can do this because we did it with.
Did you hear whatever that was over there? That like something
Clunked?
Well, it wasn't a clunk. It was more of a creak or like something could be falling soon. It's like that sound you go,
Oh, well.
that could get serious.
that kit. I'm not overly concerned myself with that. What do we got here?
That's
I don't
just
have enough in
not
there
known.
to do anything with that one. What's this one? This is a clean out.
It was a craft-a-lanch warning. I feel like... Well, that's one way we would have to deal with everything. Because I feel like, you know,
it came crashing down.
her rainbow of weirdness things over here. I bought her this, like, these things to video with, and all she does is just wraps them. She's like, oh, it's magnetic. Wonderful. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I love that. That was really sweet of you to do that.
No, I'm like, you're supposed to video things when you're, you know, doing things that...
This is an experiment.
Yeah.
Putting paint, but you know, you can't do this with plain tissue. You're going to have to do this with wet
Thank you,
string.
Gina.
And this is a wet wipe.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to really get that layer that I just put on there to stick, because I was very much having doubts about its connectivity with its under straight there.
Yeah. It wasn't sticking, y'all.
Wasn't sticking. Now I'm feeling a lot better about that.
It has a little more oomph to the color, so that certainly says something.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just, since we're having such good luck with that, we'll just go ahead and continue on here.
Miriam says, one speculation for the Lazy Susan name is of servants in the 1700s that were called Susans.
Oh.
Well, there you go. That was different than what we were told the other day, maybe. I think you need to stop messing with that before it becomes like some situation that
Well, now
is
we just...
more connected than you wanted it to be.
I'm going to get... I'm not quite done yet.
No,
Mariah.
she didn't. Okay.
Just not quite done. Want to get this side down here. These are my
Coming in from the backside.
clean out colors. Well, that's what's nice about tissue
Yeah.
paper.
It allows you to do such things. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be fine.
Will we be doing some Valentine theme prints? What do you think about that?
Well, we always do.
Yeah, we always kind of do something.
Valentine-y.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And-
going to have to go away for a while.
The Creative Collab theme is sort of Valentine-y, so yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah. Hey, I found some more of these paints. I was very excited about that.
I thought you had a whole new box, right?
Yeah.
Because you dug under your desk?
No, it's in my drawer. Over yonder.
Over yonder. Okay.
I found it when I was looking for my, something.
Ah, and Darcy has a Valentine. Okay. Perfect. I know, we've got to get back to getting new designs out, but it's just that Cyber Monday, or the, Black Friday Cyber Monday thing. That was some crazy stuff. We're recouping. Things have settled down, which is great. But then, Izzy will be home for 2 weeks, too. You can take her to the library. You're going to have to step up, lady.
Well, I do have things to do too, Mariah.
I know. Part of which is taking care of your grandbaby while we, keep the lights on. I like this. This is sort of Valentine-y. Oh, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie owns the nerd. He's always in the nerd.
Yes.
Gothic Valentine's. Yes, that's true. Yes, recouping from the promotional sale.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good one.
Oh, wow. The first Lazy Susan to be marketed had the slogan, "An impossibly low wage for a good servant and the cleverest waitress in the world."
Well, that looks pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that.
You know what I do? I put one of those stiffer cardboard boards under the paper, like you know, because I have those things down below, or you know, in the office, and it holds it out so that way it's not flopping down like that.
I need some.
And I have some more of those
bigger,
pieces. Thick boards. Yeah.
Well, I think this looks cool.
Yes, not Christmassy.
Not Christmas.
Not, you know, not traditional Christmas. That's for sure.
Good stuff going on there.
Yeah.
It came off the plate nicely.
I love it, Robin. Robin says, spend some quality time with PM Artist Studios. Strippers in the Nerd for Valentine's Day.
Hey, remember we've got old Angel with a heart on her butt.
I know. Yeah, I think the angels will be making a second lap. Good for Christmas and... Oh.
Yeah.
Happened there.
You know, that kind of stuff happens occasionally.
Bye, Trish. Thanks for hanging.
Well, other than that spot there, I think it's quite remarkable. I love some of the effects of it here and whatnot. And still lots of paper I can use there. And I'll must about pull that off or not. Yeah, it's not enough to really do anything with. Okay, what are we going to do here?
No, Devin said it looked like a bunch of albino fish in an aquarium.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's plaid.
Can't go wrong with plaid and bricks.
Plaid and brick.
I'm telling you, I keep hearing things.
I don't know what your problem is.
I don't either, but maybe it's my earrings clicking on my thinking it's something.
Is that it?
No, I'm trying to ignore your jingles.
Jingle, jangle.
Dangle, dangle.
Okay, look at that's a really hefty one. Hefty.
Plaid and Brick sounds like a country music band. Hey, you heard it here first.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't even going to mention that to her.
What?
Julie says, makes your heart sink when you get big patches that didn't pull off. And then Devin says, yeah, Julie, that's when I cheat and use the matte medium and pull the paper, put the paper back down to pull it up. You can't do that. She won't do it.
That.
She's kind of, I don't know what her deal is about that.
Oh,
you keep moving on me.
I just,
Wait.
I just, like, I don't
just
care enough about it. I just have other solutions to my problems. I probably could get a little mileage out of that.
Oh, it looks as though. P is a purist. That's right. A splotch is a splotch. Now, she has, I'll tell you this, though. If it's thick enough and she can peel it off the plate and stick it on, she will.
I've done that.
That,
Especially on prints that, you know, I was like really
Yeah.
emotionally attached to. I wasn't
or
emotionally.
that, you know, you spent like a month long from, you know, grunge to,
Did somebody say something about bricks?
did somebody talk about bricks? I just so happen to have some over here.
Well, you know, I haven't used this one. And I really love this one. And this was one,
Hey, be careful when you look at this. It's very trippy.
this is one of those ones that came out when, you know, I had a whole horde of them. And
Yes, I don't even remember what this one was called. It was in a horde.
And I just, you know,
Yeah.
others that appeal to me more than this one
Yes.
did. And
I'm going to look it up.
oh,
I'm not even sure I can remember what to call it to look it up, but it's not a chevron. It's just gonna have to look. And it's been a little bit, so
okay, I can't read this. It's some kind of green from Amsterdam.
it's some kind of green from Amsterdam. Yeah, the darker paints with the packaging is tricky business.
Makes me up.
Ah, chaotic mesh. That is what this one's called. And since I'm here, I'll drop a link.
Gotta squish it out good.
Yes, the eye tripper. Mm-hmm. Ripped fishnet. I like that.
Pretty trippy.
Rod, yeah, I'm telling you, it's pantyhose. Both her and Devin are thinking. It's like ripped pantyhose. Hey, Paula, she might be doing more traditional plaid.
I just turned that over. Did you see that? Pulled up some paint.
Yeah, you did.
That's all right.
It's distressed.
It's good enough for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what are we going to use on here? I want another red. I want to kind of get it in the...
So I had some fish. Remember those fishnets that I would wear all the time?
Mm-hmm.
The little stocking ones, not like, you know, trouser socks type ones. But I couldn't stand wearing them like next to my skin. So I would always just wear them over like white regular stockings. With my, oh god, and I still have those one gothic-y shoes, but it's funny how like really cheap shoes don't hold up over time, like even if you don't wear them a ton. Like the plastic faux leather stuff just starts to break down. But I loved those shoes. I had a particular type of shoe that
Are these the clown shoes?
A good friend of mine used to say, "Oh, another pair of clown shoes, Mariah."
Wow.
Yeah. Like I have them in brown and I have them in different kinds of blacks and like basically kind of Doc Marten-ish, just not the boot. Yeah. Mary Jane's. I love Mary Jane's. Those were my jam.
Shoot. Still a little wet.
Mm-hmm. You think that's what I should call this stream?
What?
Eddie thinks I should call this stream has it all. Lazy Susan, strippers, ripped pantyhose, and fishnets. Oh, and albino fish. We'll say albino fish because that's a good little weird.
Check it out. It came off on the stencil. Little squares.
Yes.
Well, that wasn't terribly successful, but
No.
oh well.
Oh, I had these Mia shoes. I loved them so much. Like, I owned both the brown and the black. And I walk weird, I guess. I don't know. But it happened to a lot of my shoes. They would crack right across the, you know, like the pad part of your foot. Like right before your arch.
Well, that might explain some of your
Maybe.
your issues. Right?
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay, come on. Dry.
Things are not drying quickly today.
They're not drying today, and I've got that big blob out in the middle on that one. That's making me very angry. Okay, so what do we have over here? I wonder if we can pull that. I don't think so. Maybe this one, though. Still feels slightly cool. And it is slightly cool, but it's a really cool effect, so I'm pulling it anyway.
Oh. Hey, I might have a, well, I don't have a solution, but it was just sent to me. I'm glad I checked this during the stream. I usually don't do that, but I just thought maybe it was something I needed to know, like, right now.
Oh.
So, Becky, she works in a yarn and a bead shop, and they put together little kits. She said that they would be willing to send us one if we wanted to do one of the little kits.
So it has everything in it that you need?
Well, I'm sure you can, you know, mix it up or whatever, but yeah, one of our DIY kits every now and then. Are they good beads? She's a little bit of a bead snob.
I'm a bead snob. I don't do plastic beads. If I'm going to do beads, it's going to be worth my while, and I'm going to do.
Yeah, so that would be the only thing. She's a bead snob.
I don't necessarily think I'm a bead snob. It's just that I'm not going to spend my. It takes just as long to paint with crap paint as it, you know, walls.
Yeah.
As it does with good paint. You might as well just use good paint.
Yeah,
that's how I
especially
feel about
the exterior of your home. That's very true.
I'm very much about that on my bead situation. I'm not being
She
ugly.
says they don't sell crap.
Oh.
It's good to know.
Good.
It's a nice bead shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I would be willing to.
Oh, she has the tools. And actually, the tools are in the drawer. So those are accessible.
Yeah, the tools I have, because I use those for other things too.
Yeah, they're very multifunctional tools.
Very multifunctional.
Mm-hmm. They sell quality beads only.
Wonderful.
We're in.
We're in. Do you have like ethnic beads?
She means like from Africa. She loves some African beads.
Well, you know, trade beads. We're going to try this one more time.
Yes, she says.
Cool.
Oh, you're speaking her language now. She's getting,
Okay,
she's
talk
getting
to me.
titillated.
Talk to me about the kind of clasps that you offer for sale. I haven't bought any for a long time. I have some back here, but I just can't get to them.
I might have to dig some things out. It scares me thinking about. Although we did take the whole thing down one day. Because see, this is the other thing. So she tricks me into things sometimes.
What did I trick you about?
Because I thought you were going to, you know, kind of move your operation to the side. I didn't know it was a full-on expansion. Thought we were going to be, like, getting rid of those.
Oh, I'm not sure that I knew that from the outset myself.
Yeah.
I see that looks kind of cool.
I like it. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, because I like really cool clasps.
Okay, she's going to send,
And I like
message
sterling.
Message her. Message P. So Becky's going to be messaging you. So you can see everything from their website.
Okay.
But she says, we have it all. I'll send you our website. We literally have people from all over the world TP sell us beads.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
And we can promote y'all. That's cool.
Yes.
I am cold.
You're cold? Mm-hmm. Well, you can warm up in 1 minute.
Oh, God. I wasn't even watching the clock. Ah. All right. So that our little thing kind of, you know, put me in a different... Hi, guys. So,
God.
can you put something out there that's a little more interesting than, you know, who's it, what's it there? Alrighty, friends. We ran over a little, but, you know, good times. Be sure to check back. We will have that video up. Those of you that have come in here, you know, after we did the little 2024 thing, if you want to wait for the video, that's cool. Or come back, watch the replay. If you are watching the replay, leave the comments below, this, that, and all the other. If you are new, do subscribe to the channel, do all that YouTube-y business. And you know what? We do this 4 times a week. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.